Ben Affleck reveals why he hung up Batman's cape and cowl. It's been a long and winding road for Ben Affleck and his turn as the Dark Knight, affectionately referred to as Batfleck by DC fans all over the world. When it was first revealed after the release of 2013's Man of Steel that Ben Affleck was going to be taking on the role of Batman for the then fledgling DC cinematic universe, the decision was met with a wide range of reactions, ranging from fear, anger, excitement, and whatever emotion having a question mark appear over your head is, you'd have to ask a guard from Metal Gear Solid to be sure. But 3 years later, when Affleck finally made his debut as the Caped Crusader in 2016's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, fans were actually quite on board with the portrayal. While the film itself was met with mixed to negative reviews, Ben's performance was generally well liked. Batfleck followed this up with a small cameo in Suicide Squad, and from there the plan was for Batman to take on much of the heavy lifting in 2017's Justice League, since, Bruce Wayne was going to have to be the one to get the gang back together.
That feels like an oversimplification.
I'm putting together a team.
Now, unfortunately, Justice League director Zack Snyder left the project due to a family tragedy, and Avengers director Joss Whedon took over, which led to major rewrites and reshoots. But despite the failure of that film to light up the box office in the way that Warner Brothers and DC were hoping it would, Batman's future was still seemingly in Affleck's hands, as he was set to write, direct, and star in a solo Batflick. However, all of that changed when he slowly backed away from both directing and writing duties, then handed the reins over to director Matt Reeves before ultimately stepping away from the role entirely. But the big question long debated by fans was, why did he actually leave? Now, despite the negative hullabaloo surrounding the films that he was in, he himself was well liked and fans were excited to see his vision for the Batman. Well, they finally got the answers they've been looking for. In an interview with the New York Times on Wednesday, the Oscar winner opened up about what happened, and it basically comes down to a combination of his well-documented problems with alcohol, his divorce, and the demands and rigors of a press tour. He said, "I drank relatively normally for a long time. What happened was that I started drinking more and more when my marriage was falling apart. This was 2015, 2016. My drinking, of course, created more marital problems." He then revealed, "I showed somebody the Batman script. They said, I think the script is good. I also think you'll drink yourself to death if you go through what you just went through again." This must have been the final straw for him, because the troubled production behind Justice League, he claimed, sapped his interest in the character. To which we say, honestly, good. It's better that you recognize the issues that a role like this could potentially cause, and yes, it's sad that you left the role behind, but it's better that you did so before tragedy struck. Because as much as fans wanted to see Ben Affleck's version of the Batman, no role or movie is worth losing one's life over. And it seems like the Batman is also in good hands now with director Matt Reeves. Last week we got our first look at Robert Pattinson in the Batsuit, and fans seemingly like this new cinematic direction for the character. And maybe a new face as Batman is the way to go if DC wants to rebuild things from the ground up after Justice League.
I dig it.
As for where Ben Affleck stands at the moment, well, based on the New York Times article, it seems like Affleck is currently healthy and sober, using his new film The Way Back as a way to get catharsis about everything he went through. To which we say, good on you, but we're still not sure about that back tattoo. Just kidding, of course. We love you, Ben. But what do you folks think? What's your favorite Batfleck moment? And are you excited to see Robert Pattinson don the cape and cowl? Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, why not give us a like and subscribe while you're at it? And if you want to get notified every time we go live with a new show or drop a new video, please feel free to mash that little bell. That way you can be up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.